welcome back to Cheese and Turtles. My name is Imogen. In today's video, I'm sharing my insecurities, physical and mental. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and let's get started. So I wanted to make this video because everyone has insecurities, and I wanted to share some of mine to show that they're normal, show that it's okay to have them, and hopefully to help you feel less alone, okay? I know I've done a lot of like mental health type sharing videos like this, but I found them really useful in the past when I was, you know, watching YouTube as a teenager, so I wanted to like contribute to that genre a little bit. Also, we're often a lot more harsh on ourselves than other people are on us, so if you think any of these insecurities that I'm sharing are inaccurate about me, chances are that plenty of yours are as well, okay? So keep that in mind as we go through this video. I'm going to start with the physical insecurities because it feels shallow, and let's get this out of the way. I have stretch marks on my hips. These are mostly from puberty because I went through puberty quite dramatically. So I've had stretch marks on my hips for a while, and yeah, they've like got better over time, but it's definitely something that is one of my insecurities. I feel like my jawline and my cheeks are kind of a weird shape. This is probably easier to see from the side, so I'll give you like a little side view. Do you see what I mean? Kind of, maybe? I don't know. I also think my nose is too long from the side. Freckles. I don't like my freckles. I have never liked my freckles. My hands aren't a graceful shape. I always feel that my hands are a bit of a sort of a strange shape, and I'm not totally there for it. I often have bad posture unless I'm thinking about it. I think this is a problem for a lot of people, but having bad posture, especially because I can't lie, I completed most of my degree from either the couch or the bed, because I was like, well, my first year was affected by COVID, so a lot of stuff I was just stayed in college for, or whatever, and then I did a lot of like online exams as well, so my posture was not that great, my fault, but unless I'm thinking about it, sometimes I have to be like, I'm gonna sit up now. I have a scar on my forehead from when I had chickenpox as a child. You probably can't see it, but it's there. And yeah, when you're 4 years old, you don't know not to like scratch your face when you have chickenpox, so I have a scar from it, but like it's just there, so it's fine. My lower teeth aren't straight. I am currently looking into getting them fixed because my dentist thinks that it would also be a good thing for like the structure of my mouth overall. So it is not purely for cosmetic reasons, but it's partly for cosmetic reasons. If I end up getting them fixed, I'll show you the difference, I guess. And the other physical insecurity that I have is like, it's not directly about my body, but my alcohol tolerance is very low and I get drunk very easily, probably because I don't drink very often. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy drinking, and on occasion I will drink quite a lot, but I don't drink very regularly, so when I do drink, I tend to get quite wasted quite easily. And I have like considered deliberately upping my alcohol tolerance, but I kind of can't be bothered, so it is what it is. All right, those are my physical insecurities. Let's move on to my mental insecurities. So number one for this is that I have anxiety and trauma, and I worry that it's too much for many people to handle, whether in like a platonic or a romantic context, friends, partners, like whatever. I think that, you know, eventually they're going to be like, you are just too crazy, and I worry about that. Another mental insecurity I have is that I'm weird and socially inept. This is probably stemming a lot from like my sort of background as a teenager and stuff, but I often worry that I am weird and socially inept, and like to some extent, yes, I am weird and I am socially inept, so whatever. This next one is kind of linked to the first two. And it is that I am not cool and I don't have as many friends as some people, although the friends I do have are amazing, so hi if you're watching, love you, but it is like, it's been a long-running insecurity that I've ever had since, like, ever since I was a teenager, is that I'm not cool and I don't have like as many friends as some people. Now, I know a lot of time people's, you know, social circles on social media and stuff are completely an illusion, and a lot of people have this insecurity as well, so if you have this insecurity, let me know if you relate in the comments. But yeah, that is an insecurity that I have. I talk too much and sometimes too loudly. I mean, you can probably tell this from the fact that I started an entire YouTube channel, which is just me yapping on camera, but I love to talk, and when I get excited, I talk a lot and I talk quite loudly, and it's maybe not the best thing, because I know that some people are like, can you tone it down? And at that point, I'm just like, oh God, what have I done? And I kind of get embarrassed because I do like make an effort to sometimes shut the fuck up, but it's difficult because I really like to talk. When I get excited, I just want to talk. So that is one of my insecurities. I love learning. I absolutely love learning, but I'm not really smart enough to make the most of it. Now, this might seem a bit silly because I just graduated. So clearly I have some level of intellectual capacity, but I have this insecurity. Again, I think this is imposter syndrome. In fact, I know it's imposter syndrome to an extent, is that I love learning, but there's a little voice in my head that says you're not really smart enough to make the most out of it. And this definitely comes up a lot when I'm trying to learn something new. Every time I make a mistake, this voice in my head goes like, no, you're not gonna be good at this. So that is an insecurity. I have two more. Number one, I'm not particularly easy to love for all the reasons listed above. And number two, I'm annoying. Again, for all the reasons listed above, but mainly because I am kind of loud and bubbly and talkative, and people find that annoying sometimes. But I think I probably overestimate how much they find it annoying. I don't know. Anyway, so those are all of my physical and mental insecurities. Can you relate to any of those? I hope that you don't relate to too many of those, because I would not want you to have insecurities. But if you can relate to any of those, please know that you are not alone. And also, if you thought any of those about me were inaccurate, then chances are yours are inaccurate as well. And if you didn't think any of them about me are inaccurate, if you think they're all true, then at least I have self-awareness, hey? So, okay, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram. I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye!